Hi, my name is Mel Colley from melcolley.com, and we're just going to do a little video for you to show you some of the exercises, the inner range holds that we do in the back pain workshop. Okay, so coming onto your back, we're going to do the shoulder bridge. So a great exercise for the glutes and hamstrings, but also working on the spine as well, and the shoulders. So we're going to start by opening up the shoulders and sliding the shoulders down the back and trying to keep them there so we're not hunching as we roll up. So squeeze the glutes just lightly and then start to allow the back to sink into the floor. So if this is as far as you can go, then that's fine. You're going to hold that for 10 seconds. Watch your shoulders aren't taking over. And then slowly coming back down. Now if you can go up further, you're going to roll up all the way. So your knees in line with your hip and your hips in line with your shoulder. Don't overarch the back, so we're trying to avoid that at the moment. So allow the ribs to drop down so the last rib is lower than your hips. Reach through the knees, which helps you come up a little bit more, and allow those hips and thighs to do the work. Holding it for 10 seconds and then rolling yourself down through the spine. Reach through your sit bones, coming back down, watch your shoulders again, and then come back up. 10-second hold. The feet are relaxed as well, make sure the toes are on the floor, and then rolling yourself back down, nice and slow. And one more, rolling it up. So again, starting with 3. Make sure there's nothing behind your head, there's no towel or block. And the back of the neck is long, so you're sort of looking beyond your knees, not back behind you. And then rolling yourself back down. And then we'll go into the abdominal position. So this is what's going on from this, so you don't have to worry about moving or shifting. Hands on your thighs, let the hands slide up the thighs. Try and keep a heavy tailbone so you're not flattening the back, and you go up as high as you can go. You'll be surprised how high you can go. So lift from your chest, try not to let the head drop back at all because the head's quite heavy, and then slowly coming back down again, 10 seconds. And then again, lift from the chest. Try and come off your shoulder blades if you can and watch the tailbone stays heavy. 10-second hold, slowly coming back down, 10 seconds. And one more hold. Just slightly pulling in the abdominals as well, heavy tailbone, and slowly, 10 seconds to come back down. And that's the bridge and the abdominals. And we'll come onto all fours, and we'll work on the shoulders. So we'll do a cat stretch first to allow the spine to release. So just feel the movement of the pelvis in a posterior tilt and an anterior tilt, so you get used to the way the pelvis feels. And then you're going to go to halfway between those two tilts, so you're in like a neutral position. So the hips facing the floor, the knees are under the hips, and the hands are under the shoulders. Try not to be too far out because you'll just dip down. You've got a 90-degree angle going on here. Okay, so take one arm out in front, hand up so it's in line with your ear. So try not to sink onto the other side, no sinking going on, all the weight is coming into your centre. So lightly pull the abdominals in, hold in 10 seconds, reach through the fingers really strongly so you're trying to touch something, don't let anything go all limp-wristed, and slowly come back down for 10 seconds. And then we'll go on to the other side. 10-second hold, reach through your fingers, keep the wrist long and strong. Try not to sink into the other side, or you'll feel it in your wrist, so stay lifted from the wrist. 10 seconds, come back down. And then go back to the other side. So 3 on each side to start with, and building it up to 10. Holding it for 10 seconds, 10 slowly coming back down as well. All the 10s. Have fun practicing, take care, and just watch your form throughout, okay? So if you're finding that really tricky, we had a post, and we can put the post on the back, or like a broom handle, making sure it's touching the back of the head, the middle of the back, and your tailbone. You've got the gap at the lumbar spine and the gap at the neck, and that makes it really tricky, but also notices what your compensations are as you take the arm up, the hip will twist, the ribs will twist. You're trying to keep all of this really focused and together, so that almost as if the ribs are attached to the hips, which they are with muscles, but almost imagine as if there's a bone there and they can't move away, so they can't lift. And if they do lift, you're going to arch your back and you start to feel it here. So if you do feel pain somewhere going on while you're doing that move on the 4-point kneeling, it's just your body's way of telling you that something isn't quite right with your posture. Okay, so practice and take care, and any questions, just let me know.